Well, congratulations. You have passed through one of the most potent and challenging eclipse portals. And now you are entering the post eclipse period where you have the chance to finally reassess, revisit, and implement what you have learned. Hello, beautiful souls. This is Masami. I hope you are doing well and taking care of yourself and others around you. We are in the post eclipse period where so much renewal and rebirth can happen. But how you honor the post-eclipse period determines your personal growth. Eclipses can create a wobbly feeling under your feet, but now that you are starting to find your footings, this is your opportunity to expand the field of consciousness, integrate what you have learned during the two eclipses, and shift your life. So let's respect this eclipse season by sincerely participating in the post-eclipse period that gets kind of left out. But it's such an important time, and we'll go into that a little bit here. So first, let's just stop and genuinely appreciate you and yourself and acknowledge your own strength and tenacity for getting through and moving through and journeying through and learning from these two very powerful eclipses, solar and lunar. It was not an easy eclipse season. We were all thrown into deconstruction of the 3D world. And it was really a time of radical personal and collective review around communities, maybe country that you live in, relationships that could be personal but collective, communities, money and finance, belief systems around like antiquated beliefs, and things are just no longer serving you well. Topics of life and death really came up for many of us. And we had to look at our own season of life. Where are you in the life that you live in? Are you in the late summer of your season of your life? Are you in early fall, late fall, maybe entering into the winter season? Just wherever you are, you have to change the beliefs around that and relationships to that season of your life as well. And also the big one that came up for me and for others too, and others are in the Eclipse program that I'm running, is that how do we value ourselves? When are you valuing yourself and when are you devaluing yourself? So those are some of the things that really came up as something that you want to radically review about yourself as well as collectively. And we were all asked to seriously review our lives, and put our lives in order so we are ready for what is to come. And what is to come in terms of 2024 is going to be challenging. I cannot sugarcoat that. I sense that. I'm not somebody that look into future based on your astrology and things like that, because I don't have that knowledge, but intuitively and in my dreams, so much is coming to let me know that work on yourself, have good footings underneath you, have the strength that you can tap into, have the inner wisdom point that you can always reach and be in communication with, because we will all need that in order to navigate and move through what is coming in 2024 and beyond. And just because the lunar eclipse is over and the so-called these 2 weeks of the eclipses are over, it doesn't mean the opportunity for you to review your life and prepare for the radical shifts is over. It's actually starting right now. We're still rebalancing right now. And post-eclipse period actually matters the most. Like I said at the beginning of this video, that it really will change. It'll determine, this post-eclipse period will determine your personal growth. And in fact, this post-eclipse period is going to last till about the new moon. So November 12th, the 13th, maybe around the 14th as well. But I'm really feeling the 13th and also the Sunday, the 12th, and right before the new moon. So it's like the dark moon period is going to be the key, because we're heading towards a total reboot time. And we are in the post-eclipse period where it's so important that you revisit what you learned, what you've picked up, what you have shifted, what you noticed about yourself around all these things that I've listed, from the season of your life to communities to money and relationships that you have with your own self. All that's going to be revisited till about November 12th, the 13th, and then the reboot time begins. after that. So without the awareness and the reflections of the post-eclipse period, it is difficult to find shifts and expand your life, really, and experience spiritual maturity. And I talk a lot about the spiritual maturity because what we're doing, particularly right now with this post-eclipse period, isn't about give me more, I want to manifest this, and what can I do to get? But it's really assessing, reviewing, what have I learned? What can I shed? What can I keep? And what can I do to tweak, to change the way I operate me, the way I show up to me, so that the world around me can shift with me. It always starts from you. So this is why I call it, kind of a spiritual maturity period. It is our human nature to want to have a clear beginning and end, especially with like these powerful events like eclipses, and to say, oh, I'm done with it, done. I want to move on. I'm done with the lunar eclipse. And then it was really powerful. Right after lunar eclipse, I really felt the difference in my body. Complete shift. There's so much like a draining that happened that I needed to drain out of, like things needed to drain out of me. So it was a beautiful time. But please don't treat this post-eclipse period like I'm done, it's over, lunar eclipse is over, and I don't need to deal with it now. And you're going to be just waiting for another event to happen or another holiday to come or another episode in your life to come around. And this is understandable because it's a human nature to be just like, okay, can I be done with that? It was so tough, I'm done, right? But this is when you can grow as a spiritual being. This is when you can exercise the muscles of your spiritual being. Okay. And I think it's important to remember that that's, just being done with it is not how the omnipresent cosmos experiences its nature. So it goes against the nature if we just go, I'm done and I'm moving on, right? Let's take this time to review and reassess. What a gift this is. And this eclipse season flung open the doors to the deceptions and outmoded beliefs about yourself, especially around yourself, that you have tricked yourself into believing for so long. I would say especially since 2005. I see this, post-eclipse time as similar to the post-traumatic growth period, where you are learning to incorporate and digest the great challenges and gifts you have received and experienced from your life. So my recommendation is this: list 2 outmoded beliefs about you that trigger old pain in you, that devalue who you are. So 2 outmoded beliefs, antiquated beliefs that you've been carrying around. So go back to the patterns you have been carrying around since 2005 in particular. And, who knows where that 2005 belief system came from either, right? That goes back even more too, but start there. And these beliefs may have come up in your areas of your body that I was shown in my dream this morning, because I was going to record this video a little earlier. I was going to record it on Monday, but my inner wisdom voice said, wait till you go to bed tonight and have this conversation in your dreams. And then the dreams will show you something deeper. And the dream did show me the things that I just shared with you, and also showed me that some of these antiquated and outmoded beliefs are going to show up on your neck area, and particularly neck and your throat and maybe tonsils, your adenoids, your thyroid area. And if you've ever had your tonsils removed, that's the area that you really want to pay attention to. So if you're getting that area getting a little agitated or inflamed, I recommend that you do gargle using some sea salt and purified water, but I add actually sea salt and little dropper of iodine in it too, and then gargle. That's something that I've been doing since I grew up in Japan. It's one of the most powerful things you can do for your thyroid, but for your adenoids and your tonsils and your throat center as well. So see what you can do to protect and support and help out that 5th chakra region, because that is going to be showing some of your old patterns that crept up during this eclipse season. Okay, so don't squander this opportunity to review what you have learned and re-envision your future from an expanded perspective. And don't let your old habits and outmoded beliefs about you creep back into your life and lower your energetic fields and your frequencies. And let me know what you have learned about yourself during the eclipses, and also what are some of the two things that I wanted you to go back to, but two beliefs that trigger old pain in you that you might be carrying around since 2005, and how that's showing up in your neck and fifth chakra region for you. Okay, I look forward to being with you again soon. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if this is helping you, and also give me thumbs up if you like these kind of contents that I'm putting together. It really, really means a lot to me. And if you are willing to share these videos with your friends and families, I so appreciate it. I'd love to share these knowledge and what I am putting out into the world with a lot more people on this earth. So please help to share these contents with others. Thank you so much. Namaste.